All right, so Chen, we have a special guest for the Black Friday episode. We have Princess back here with us. Thank you for being here with us. This gonna be almost like a Princess month, almost like
the whole time.
Almost. Yeah,
I
have
I like that.
I had no problems with it, but this something that me and Chen talked about in text messages this past week. Based off this Whoopi Goldberg situation and the unfortunate statements that she made and so forth, I think a lot of people make that mistake or that minor mistake of viewing race like that one way. So that led me to ask you, Chen, which you did good in explaining me in text, and I want you to put it in audio form and video form. Like, what is the difference to how we view race here compared to like how it can be viewed like worldwide and so forth?
Well, I want everybody to go around and answer that question. Like, well, I gotta answer that. What is race?
Okay,
what is race to you?
I'll start with me. I really skin color. I was going plain black and white. A white person holding down, oppressing a black person based off of where I'm from. I'm from America, and I'm mainly only seen how white people interact with American blacks. And based on the history that I've read based on white people and American blacks, it gave me that depiction of what I believe race to be. So white and black, white people being mean to black people, enslaving black people, raping our black women.
Whoa, okay.
I'm sorry.
I was OC.
I mean, but that's the history. I mean, that's the truth that happened. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Princess?
So, what is race? That's a hard question. I mean, I think race is a social construct. It's not anything that's based on genetics or biological factors. It's something that somebody made up one day. And it was used, I guess, to cause division.
Yeah.
That's what I think race is.
Yeah. It's weird, right? So for me, like there's two parts to it. There's the reality that is based off of a lie. So in my head, I know race is not a real thing. Like it's not. Like, there's no way to really identify somebody as black or white outside of like the obvious, the skin color. But if somebody is, you can have two kids come out the same person. One could be dark skinned and one could be white as another person. They brothers and sisters, whole brothers and sisters. Logic is one of those people where his father is apparently black, his mother's white, but he looks white.
I actually thought he was white.
And he even talks about him not being able to say the N-word or he not feeling comfortable saying the N-word because a lot of people see him as white. And I'm like, if I'm black, ain't nobody gonna tell me what I can't say unless you're like.
But even if you look white.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
And you not only do you look white, you could potentially get the benefits and the privileges of being white.
White passing.
Unless they know you're black.
But even if they know it, you still get the benefits and the privileges.
You?
Yeah.
But do you get the benefits of the privileges of being white or the benefits of the privileges of being light skinned?
White. If you're
if
white
they
passing,
know you're black.
I don't know.
as everybody in the world will know you're black.
Not everybody in the world would know, but the people that know, like everybody knows logic.
I don't even know.
I didn't even know that until you told me.
I don't even know if he.
I
know he told me he black, but I'm like.
But what? And so that's the thing. And this is the conversation, right?
What's
it's
up?
like this thing that's so elusive. Like you can't even identify logic. Like is he black? Is he white?
Mixed,
is he mixed? Is he
he's
light skinned?
mixed. That's what he is. He's
But he
mixed.
get all the benefits of being white.
Yep.
So is he not white? Because I don't know a lot of black people that get the benefits of being white. You know what I'm saying? So that's not. So it's like this concept, but it has real effects, which makes it real, right? And depending on where you are and who you are and what spaces you're in, because being black in Baltimore is not the same as being black in rural Texas or being black in like
Georgia,
you know, middle of nowhere Georgia,
being
not
different,
Atlanta, Georgia,
different from Atlanta and Georgia by itself.
Yeah. So it's like even this is different, right? And depending on where you are, and it's probably the same in different parts of the world. Look, I know Haiti was one of those people that said, if you got an ounce of weight, you're white.
Really?
Yeah, they consider they consider anybody that got any type of white, and you have to be pure black to be black. I don't know how true that is, but that's one president said that. I don't know if that's the thought or the idea behind
Hopefully not the one that.
No.
Okay, good.
That would be wild.
I'm about to say like.
But yeah, so that's the thing. And so when I brought up the conversation of like race is different depending on who you are and where you grow up with, that's kind of where I was going with it.
Okay. So because it's different, can both be true, or like is one right and one is wrong, based on this fake thing that has real effects, real consequences.
Yeah.
Real people died off of this fake concept with real repercussions.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, is it either or is it and? Is one definition more important than the other? Because as long as we have two different perspectives what race is, nobody can really say what race is or what racism is.
Yeah.
It's easy for people to be like, well, if it's that, I'm not racist. That's not racism. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's all fake, but yet real. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, do one definition hold weight more than the other?
Am I answering this?
I threw it up in there. Because for us, it's as simple as me being black, I can get shot by a white person. It is as cut as that, right? In other places, literally on the other side of the globe, they could be the same race, right? But different. What's the word?
Tribes, ethnicity.
Exactly.
And there'd be genocide.
So my whole thing is, how do we not, or is it possible to not cancel out one definition while upholding the other, or do we uphold both? Like
well,
basically,
those are two different things, right? Like you just talked about tribalism. That's not the same thing.
But what's the difference between tribalism and racism?
So racism is discrimination based on race.
But what
tribalism
race?
would be.
but race is fake.
But what is race?
Tribalism is discrimination based on, I guess, tribes, right? Differing tribes. So I mean, they're just two different things. Discrimination based on two different things. That's what it sounds like to me. So I don't. So I guess they can possibly exist at the same time, both definitions, because those are two different things. Like they're not the same thing.
But what if the tribe have different characteristics, feature-wise?
Like
they still the same skin color, but one just got.
that's tribalism.
But how's that any different from racism?
My whole thing is colorism real? Come on, my whole thing is we are putting definition to these words that we are using to describe a group of people, or even a group of things, or so forth, or like a group of a country, or rather. So if I can say, and I'm not saying, if I can say racism or race in itself rather is not real, how can I say colorism is real?
So we didn't say racism wasn't real. We said. Huh?
He said that. He started by saying.
I said it has real effects.
Is a social construct, right?
It
Just
is.
because it's something that somebody made doesn't mean it's not real. Racism, is real, right?
No, we believe racism is real.
Yeah,
race
is not
race. The concept of race is not real. Meaning, like basically just simple black and white or something like that.
Yeah, saying like what makes you black? A 1/8 of black? You have to be half black? Do you have to look black? If your parents, because like in some states, being black is 1/4. Other states, being black is 1/8. Back in slavery days, I don't know if they still got those laws. If you still got those laws,
they
that's
might.
kind of wild.
Side note, honestly,
Also,
never mind.
You know, there's the whole ADOS.
What?
Ascended from. Ascended from slavery.
African, yeah.
So it's like now you even got these different, and then now I when I was on Clubhouse for 2 weeks, they had this room where there was like, if you're mixed, you're not black.
I've heard that before.
You're not black. You're black and white. What's going on?
Technically, if you're mixed, you are mixed.
But everybody's mixed. Most of Americans are mixed.
No, not
most
Americans
black
are
Americans.
not. Most Americans are not actually half and half one race and another.
But they have a whole bunch of things going on. Especially if you've been a slave for back then. You got Native Americans. You got the French.
You might.
You got white people wilding.
The way I think about it is, I think that not white people wilding. The way I think about it is,
I never see a black person call another black person saying, "You're racist against me, Chin. You're racist against me, princess." I never seen a white person call another white person and say, "You're racist against me, white man. You're racist against me, white woman." You get what I'm saying? It's usually, the optics is usually black skin, white skin. So from what I've seen,
or other groups,
or other groups, we go get to other groups. Period. Before, I didn't even get to the other groups yet.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get to the Asians and to like your point. Stop Asian hate.
If that's not the mutual respect, then why am I respecting you?
That's true.
If you're not giving me the mutual respect of me being a black customer, and because when you go to, I'm not trying to call these people out. I'm just saying, when you go to other cultures, they respect the people of their own and their business.
Yeah.
Because you're from that. Even Nigerians hear my name, it's like, Chin, they do. It's like, come here now. Mm-hmm. And so now they're giving me a little bit more attention. I feel like it's not the same way. It feels like it's entitlement when a lot of these businesses who give bad service, the ones that give good service, and this is the mentality they have. The ones that give good service, they understand the importance of affecting the community. It's not just you guys come serve me because you're black. I have a black business. Give me your money.
Yeah.
It's, you're black. I want to help you guys out, and because I want to help you guys out, come help me out.
Yeah.
And that's all I want. I just want the benefit of helping you out. That's it. If I'm going to free you, I just want you to fight for me when we go back and free some more slaves. If I free you and you just disappeared, what were we doing? I should have shot you with the ones that was
okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't think Harriet Tubman did that, but I'm just saying, you know,
it's been documented in history. But that